Okay, hello everybody. Welcome to Korean Atlanta Mentorship. And in this video, we're going to do a reaction. So, some of you call me Cam in the comments. So, we're going to call this Cam Reacts. I've never done a reaction video before, but this video has been going around the rounds of the YouTube recommended. And again, I'm not making fun of her, right? So, you might be thinking, man, I'm such a DICK for putting the lol, the LOL in the YouTube thumbnail. And the reason I put the lol is because we have done so many velocity banking scenarios where we paid off $167,000 of credit card debt, no problem, with around a nurse's salary, right? And so this is a nurse who's struggling with $20,000 of credit card debt, and my mind is blown, right? My mind is blown. So what we're going to do is watch the video, okay? And if you like this video, not only give a like or subscribe or whatever, type in the comments, this nurse needs to join the velocity banking cult, or if you want to make it short, just type in velocity banking cult in the comments, okay? But I really do believe this nurse needs to join the velocity banking cult. So let's go ahead and play the video.
I have been financially not doing great. I am a nurse. Even though I am a nurse and I make good money, I don't have money, which is the sad part because of the choices that I've made still currently and the choices that I've made like previously, like from a couple of years. I am in credit card debt, and it's this unhealthy cycle that I have been putting myself into, and this just relationship with money has just never been something that I was talked about. Lifestyle creep is definitely a thing, and especially when you are trying to make a brand for yourself, when you're aspiring to do something that you want to do, and content creation has been something that I've always wanted to do. Being a YouTuber has always been something I want to do. I've always just wanted to be on camera. I've always just wanted to make a name for myself, whether it be like through content creation, being a YouTuber, being an entrepreneur, like whatever it may be. I always felt like I was meant to do something other than nursing. And so I think for years I have been continuously like, going with the trends and like, buying whatever everyone else buys so that like I can post about it and like, be seen. But then I get caught up with imposter syndrome of not being enough. For in order for me to become someone, I guess I was influenced by everyone else around me. So if I bought the next best thing, or if I like looked a certain way by buying these clothes, then I was gonna make an image, a brand for myself. And that turned into like so many like dumb purchases like along the way that I'm like literally paying for now. And don't get me wrong, I have been trying to get myself together when it comes to my finances, because obviously like I have money to pay my bills. I have money to like pay down the minimums on my credit card.
Okay. Did you hear that? Well, first of all, she said that she makes good money. Okay. Second, she's only paying the minimums of the credit card bills. That's why she's struggling with $20,000 of credit card debt. And we all know when it comes to velocity banking, right? Let's just write the no-nos here. So makes good money and only pays minimums, mins of credit card debt, right? And what do we call this phenomenon? What do we call this phenomenon? Oh, I know. Well, it's because I've made the same video over and over again. It's called segregation of income. Segregation of income. So again, this could be a nurse's salary, right? Or maybe a little bit less, maybe a little bit more. I know some nurses, so they tell me how much they make. And if you have, okay, debt, and I've always said this before, the bank's best customer is not someone who is poor. It's someone who makes decent money and is pretty bad at managing it. You see what I'm saying? So when you have someone, a nurse that says, I make pretty good money, and they're struggling with $20,000 of credit card debt. What's probably happening is they're segregating their income, right? So with this example, we have 10 credit cards, your money comes into your paycheck, you buy some stuff on credit cards, and then you segregate your income, and your income is segregated into 10 different places, right? And so you're literally just making minimums on all your debts, including loans and lines of credit, right? And so that is what is happening. And the fact that this person is struggling with only $20,000 of credit card debt and as a nurse is just mind blowing. But what's the big no no? Only paying the minimums of the credit card debt. Okay. So let's go ahead and keep playing.
cards. But a lot of the times I don't take into account like, money like for myself and money to, just enjoy life. And most of the time, like, I'm struggling to even do that. So I think I've reached my breaking point. Enough is enough. Like, living paycheck to paycheck, living with like the credit card debt and like the afterpays and everything. Like, I'm
Okay. Okay. Here's a no no number two: buy now, pay later. Okay. So if you don't know what the buy now, pay laters are, and I think that's what she meant by the afterpays, is that they're these short-term loans, okay, that are like 1 to 1.5 years, and I have seen people who make good money get into these, right? And they usually have 30% interest rates, and again, it goes back to the phenomena of segregating your income, right? You get a debt here, you get debt there, then your money comes in even if you make good money and split all over the place, right? And you're broke. Like this person right here, $389 of savings, 10 credit cards. That's $167,000 of debt. Okay. Now, I'll do a demonstration a little bit later, but you kind of see um, why velocity banking is so powerful because we're doing the opposite of what the banks want us to do, right? And again, if you like this video, type in the nurse needs to join the velocity banking cult, or just type in velocity banking cult in the comments. Okay. All right, let's keep watching.
done. Like, I'm so done. I want to be financially free. Like, I don't want to have to worry about, like, you know, if I'm gonna be able to eat. I just don't want to be in this cycle anymore because it's like, I want to travel. I want to buy a house. I want to get married. Like, all of these things, like, it's just like, it's not possible until I take this step of paying off my debt and not.
Okay, just to kind of add something there, I guarantee, almost 99% guarantee, at the level she's at, if she buys a house, she's probably going to refinance in 5 to 7 years because it's a lower payment. Does anyone else disagree with me? I feel like that's what she would do, right? Just because of the buy now, pay laters, the freaking out about $20,000 credit card debt, and she makes good income. All right, let's keep going.
just paying off my debt, but like being financially literate and just understanding. You can't always have your wants. You have to prioritize like your needs, and sometimes like I rationalize like my needs, my wants to make them seem like their needs, and I just need to get out of this toxic like mindset. Like, it sucks. And I'm not making this an excuse, but I guess like impulsivity and like shopping addiction is part of ADHD. And sometimes I hate it. Like, sometimes I like get mad at myself for having this ADHD and is the reason why I'm in this situation. But at the same time, it's like I need to remember, what can I do now to just like get myself out of this hole. So the reason I'm crying on the internet is to show people that, like, seriously, like, do not, like, I understand that, I'm trying to be an influencer, I'm trying to be a content creator, and that goes with like promoting products, but like literally live within your means and only buy like if you have the money for it.
Okay, well, here's one thing I'm going to say. I learned from a CPA JD named Mark Kohler that the biggest tax deduction you will get is starting a business. So if she's doing it right, and again, I'm not an accountant, so I can't give any accounting advice. She could save a little bit of money there if she's doing it right, right? But I don't know what she's doing. Okay, so let's keep going.
Stop klarning, stop affirming, stop afterpaying, like stop just swiping the credit card, because like, yeah, it may be fun like in the moment, but literally you will regret it if that stuff like just racks up and it's like years down the line and you're still paying for that purse that you bought like 4 years ago. Life is too freaking short for us to be paying money on stuff that we bought like a couple years ago. Life is too short for us to be paying for materialistic things. Instead, we should be paying for experiences, for like adventures and whatever it may be, like for new life like chapters. And I don't know. Buying the next best thing is not worth your mental health. Buying the next best thing is not worth the emotional and financial burden that you're going to experience if you can't pay it off right away. If you're watching this and you're also in the same boat, like, you are not alone. This stuff is hard to navigate, and not a lot of people like talk about the realness about being in credit card debt or like even student loans. Like, I don't even want to think about like the student loans that I have and like my car loan. Like, that's another thing in itself. But if you're watching this all the way through, the one thing that I can say is that if you're going into 2025 with debt, specifically credit card debt, please make a plan to like get out of it, because I know I am, because I can't do it anymore. It's not cute anymore to just put it on the credit card or like I'll do some installment payments. It's not cute anymore. You're going to continue these habits, and it's going to take you so much longer to, one, pay for it, but two, unlearn those habits of impulse spending. But
Okay, folks, you want to see the comments? Okay, look at this right here. Someone is telling her to file Chapter 7 bankruptcy. let me blow this up. File Chapter 7 bankruptcy, 100% worth it. I'm currently debt free except my car payment. Girl fell. I have 40K in student debt. It freaks me out every day owning up to your debt and completely taking out your credit cards out of your wallet is your best start. You got this. You got this. Okay. Now, if you know what we've been doing here, this is nothing to freak out about, especially if you're a nurse's salary. And if you're on a nurse's salary, there is no way you would even consider doing the buy now, pay laters, right? None of the Klarna affirms and all that, because that's just high interest rate debt that lasts for 1.5 years and it eats up your cash flow. And therefore, that's why you're broke. So, again, two things that I just saw like, oh, this is a velocity banking no no. Number one, you make good money and you'll pay the minimums of the credit card debt, therefore segregating your income. Number two, you segregate your income even more with the buy now pays later. So if you're new to the channel, I'm just going to do this. Okay. So we have 10 credit cards. I'm just going to do a quick demo of velocity banking. Okay. And someone needs to pass this link to her. Maybe she might be offended by I put the lol, but the lol isn't because I'm making fun of her. The lol is this is really easily solvable, right? You're on a nurse's salary, you can easily solve this. So that's the law, right? So if you're paycheck to paycheck like this person right here, $389, and let's go ahead and sum up all that credit card debt. I just want to make sure we got it right. So it's 5, 8, 15, 27, 30, 7, 10, 35, 12, 18, 18. And let's see how much credit card debt that is. $167,000 of credit card debt. Okay, $167,000 of credit card debt. And you all know the drill. We get a line of credit. Line of credit. Okay, line of credit. What is that? It's a financial tool where you could borrow money, pay it back, and use it over and over again. Okay, now I don't know if you knew this or not, but there's actually, I know she's a nurse, right? There's actually physicians lines of credit. So I don't know if nurses can get any type of specialty profession line of credit, but I have seen physicians line of credit. Okay. So let me just go ahead and do this. And let's move that $167,000 of credit card debt into a line of credit. And guess what? Even though we have the same income, all right, let's just do this. Okay. This is zero because we don't have any savings. And again, unlike the average American where we freak out about having zero savings, we as long as we have our line of credit, that's basically our new savings account, right? Like right here. I think this is what a really, really good nurse makes, right? So I don't know how much she makes, but it's like the best nurse of the nurses, I think. Bigly. All right. So we don't have any savings here. And so we dump all of our nursing paycheck into the line of credit. That's the plan, right? So line of credit, all your paycheck goes in and your expenses go out. But guess what? Because we moved our credit cards into the line of credit, guess what happens? Oh my goodness. 10 of them. We get now $5,735 of cash flow. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Okay, problem solved. So if this were me and this were my situation and I'm freaking about $20,000 of credit card debt, guess what? It's gone in 4 months, but let's figure out how long it's going to take to get rid of that $167,000 of credit card debt. Okay, I'm going to do this. Put the mathematical formulas 5735.19. That's our cash flow. And if you want to know how the interest is calculated, it's based on the average daily balance. So we get that here, multiply it by the interest rate, right? And then you divide it by 12. And then let's see how long, whoopsie, did I screw up here? Yes, I did. All right, let's see how long it takes for us to pay off all of this $167,000 of credit card debt. Okay. Whoo, 33 months. Okay, so less than, 3 years. Okay, 2 years and some 9 months, I think. So we're good. I'm good. Now, okay. Let's say we're doing $20,000, like she's freaking out about 20,000, and I know she has some student loans and what's it called? Student loans and what was it? Car loan. Oh, it's okay. We've done scenarios, we've done that, but 20,000, bam, one, two, three, four, credit card debt gone. Problem solved. Problem solved. Okay. All right. So again, I'm not laughing at it, right? This is what happens when you do what the banks want, which is to save money and you segregate your income. Remember how in elementary school they told you that segregation was bad, but they didn't tell you about how it applies to your income as well, right? They didn't because banks control this country, right? And here's the funny thing about all of this, right? They don't come to your home to brainwash you. They know just through social conditioning that you're going to do what they want. And as I've said before, their prime target, their best demographic of customer are people who make good money but just don't know how to manage it. And I've worked with nurses before. So again, you want to know what kind of advice she's getting? File chapter 7 bankruptcy. Holy balls. If I'm a nurse, I would never do that. I would just do this. Again, not giving her advice, but dump my paycheck into a line of credit, expenses out, debt gone 4 months, and then next I tack the auto loan. Then next I tax I'm sorry, I can't even speak. I tack this the auto loan, student loan, buy a house, bam, the debt's gone. I'm a nurse, right? I'm a nurse. Now, once all that debt is gone, I'm gonna tell you what, you can be my sugar mama if you want to be, right? Because you got all the money. And I told you how to pay off the debt. Now you owe it to be your sugar mom. Or you can join the cult, right? So if you think that she needs to join the cult, like I said before, type in velocity banking cult or something to the line of this nurse needs to join the velocity banking cult. Okay. Velocity banking nurse cult practitioner. Is that how they say it? No, I don't even know. Okay. All right. Well, this is the first video in KAM React. So I'll probably make some other videos because I just have so much fun like interacting with you because I kind of do this with live streams as well. And if you're interested in joining our YouTube channel member exclusive live stream, only 99 cents per month. It's the join button somewhere, but I did a live stream yesterday about being a velocity banking millionaire, and I know a lot of you enjoyed it. So click or join the channel for 99 cents if that's your thing. And yeah, that's it for today. I'll go back to watching my Sonic music video from the movies because honestly, these have been some of the best movies in ages. Kind of like Home Alone, right? Home Alone's a classic. All right. All right. Well, that's it for today. I'll see you on the next video. This is Cam, aka Korean Atlanta Mentorship.